2 days left in Winter Madness, and we are changing.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the season kicking into high gear, glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson. Got the Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint. Lots of
oh,
ups
let me write
and
that
downs.
one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
The Heat are out of Miami and into an interconference game. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with our broadcast team of Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich, Kevin Harlan. I hope you'll join us in welcoming our very special guest to the broadcast tonight. The terrific, the legendary Kobe Bryant has put on a headset and placed himself in our broadcast position. Kobe, this is really terrific. Thank you for coming by.
No, I'm always happy to stop by.
They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Well, it's just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept either. I mean, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you hardly know.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted, right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in all season. I mean, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the 3. Now here's Ball. And Stevenson kicks to Ball. Pocket 6. Back to Stevenson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Waiters. He gets that one. Waiters got the first points of the night for the Heat.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Passes to LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
First trip to the line for him here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Kobe, a lot of teams now playing a more spread-out offensive style. You played with a spread four and Robert Horry, Lamar Odom. You also played with more of a twin tower feel on your roster. Which way would you lean when you think about those different styles?
That doesn't matter to me.
You like them all?
Yeah, it just depends on the personnel that you have.
Right.
And with the personnel that you have, you make the most out of it.
That puzzle you keep talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just, every puzzle's built differently.
Right.
Right? And you just try to do what you can with what you have. So it doesn't matter.
And you like that figuring out process.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even though you're the same, you've got to kind of adapt now what's on your roster.
Yeah, you have to be able to adapt to the players that you have around you, you know, and understanding what they need. It's not what you need, it's what do they need. And as long as the leader of the team can make that shift, they'll be fine with whatever they have on their roster.
Great description.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Waiters for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Waiters got 5 points so far.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game, and yes, it's good.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want, is a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
Raiders against Stevenson. Dragic taking his time here. Stolen by Stevenson. To the middle.
Look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Winslow kicks to Dragic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Lonzo Ball picks one up. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the evening. And the first one at the line is good. And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. But also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better. Right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous. Apprehensive, because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
James dishes the ball. And Stevenson kicks to James. Over Johnson. They grab their own miss.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Winslow finds Dragic. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Number 5 is Lonzo Ball.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
It's not just their quickness or their hands that has them on the top of the list. It's their defensive instinct that sets them apart.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Stevenson kicks to LeBron. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, come on. We all know LeBron is used to getting fouled, but it's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
Los Angeles shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. James. In the NBA, because the players are so individually great and we all know about them, and the league pushes them in that direction. You know, you got the torch from Michael. You then gave it to LeBron. Before that, you know, it was Dr. J, and how I find that amazing how the torch is passed from one great player to another, yet each are so individual in their accomplishments. Did you like receiving it, and did you like passing it on?
Yeah, I love both, you know, the receiving and then passing it on, because it's the infinite cycle. It's an infinite loop. And the game just continues to evolve and players continue to grow. And so I was happy to be a part of that chain after watching it for so many years growing up, from, you know, Magic and Larry, and then to Michael, and then myself and LeBron, and now whoever comes next. It's an infinite loop, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And Kobe, talking about passing the torch, do you actually say, hey, you're taking over when I leave the game? And then on top of that, did Jordan say the same thing to you? Hey, Kobe, it's your league now. Take it.
No, it becomes apparent when you start winning championships. That's the tell-all, right? Can you lead a team to win a championship? And not just one, but multiple championships. And that's what determines who gets the torch next.
Now, here's Dragic. He's got 6. The pass to Waiters. To Dragic, or the 3 falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
Here's Kuzma. He's still scoreless so far in this one. James against Waiters. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Stevenson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Whiteside. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Over Rondo. And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, you know, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And you know, some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle's the biggest crock of garbage. It was just you and Michael. And I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation. You remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that, check, we'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they playing this action? They're playing it that way. All right, check, hold it, we'll wait.
Interesting.
Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and said, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
Oh, that's good stuff. Now here's Wade after LeBron James's miss. Here's Ingram, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the Heat call time here. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Los Angeles with some changes. Beasley comes in for LeBron. And it's Josh Hart in for Lance Stevenson. And then for Miami, Rodney McGruder comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Wade. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers. Rondo against Johnson. Looking to end the run. The Lakers with the rebound. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
I mean, come on. How are you going to win on the road if you can't capitalize what's being handed right to you?
Here's Wade. The offensive rebound and the basket by Olynyk.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
After 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many people. Who is most like you among guys you played with? Who you would have said, this guy is like-minded? Like would Derek Fisher fit that category?
Yeah, D-Fish was tough.
Yeah.
D-Fish was tough. Adam Morrison, actually, believe it or not.
No kidding.
Adam Morrison. It made practices, it drove us because he was competitive in practice. I mean, he tried to play defense. I mean, he couldn't move laterally with the athleticism that most players could. But he was competing hard every single day, man. And he had a lot of competitiveness
you
and
like
fire
that?
in him. Oh, yeah, my whole team was built like that. We had a lot of guys that were temperamental. A lot of temperamental guys that you look at and say, you know what? You're not going to win a championship with that group. And we sit back and we laugh to this day. Shannon Brown and I will get together and we'll talk about the old days. We'll just look at each other and say, you know, can you believe we won a championship with a bunch of misfits?
But collectively, I guess, right, there was something that obviously worked.
Yeah, we're all crazy. Yeah. And so, you know, when you take a bunch of crazy and you focus it on one thing, it tends to work out.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
Another ring.
Yeah.
Now here's Johnson. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Johnson tries again. Olynyk trying to break loose. And Johnson lays it in.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Fires from the wing. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Rondo looking around. Here's Beasley. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Johnson against Rondo. Johnson kicks to Olynyk. Here's McGruder. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. The Lakers have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Michael Beasley at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Johnson, the pass to Wade. Johnson outside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Hart. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Lakers have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And he can't get the first one. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. That one is no good. The Heat trail by 6. On the wing, Ellington. Beasley with the steal. Here's Hart. Ellington defending. Here's Beasley. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Here's Beasley. 9-point game his last outing. Side Rondo. Over Johnson. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. You see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
They've got Ingram. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beasley in at the power forward. That's the Laker 5. And Kobe, you think about playing the game. You don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side was so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah. Well, every season was a new puzzle, right? So it's, you know, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You know, you have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in the situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new, right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win a championship.
That's a great explanation. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And Kelly Olynyk, from a basketball family, his father a successful coach, his mother a scorekeeper. He's grown up around the game.
Caldwell Pope, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. Knocked away. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Oh, you got to prevent Ball from getting a lane. It's that simple. But when you don't, this happens.
And so Miami again turning it over. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played. But they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
Tough to win games like that on the road, even with all the great work they did.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Lakers have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Kobe, you look at the different styles and different approaches the teams employ. How much input did you have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is how I think we should play?
Yeah, well, that was the beauty about Phil's system, the triangle, was that the players had to take the responsibility of making it what it was. Right? He gave us a format to play out of, and he gave us the structure. But within that structure, you have a myriad of options.
Right.
And it's our responsibility, it was Michael's and Scotty's responsibility, to figure out how to put Luke Longley, how to put Derek Fisher in the right spot on the floor to take advantage of the defense that you're facing.
Sounds complicated.
No, but you know, when you look at it, like the triangle, it spells things out very simplistically because you have rules.
Right.
When you have rules, then it's very easy to say, okay, when this happens, this happens. When that happens, this happens. Right? So it makes the game very, very easy to measure. And so things don't happen on accident. Right? They happen with intent.
Johnson's shot is off. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Power down with both hands.
Nice, and you can't forget about the bunnies on Caldwell Pope. I mean, this guy is definitely looking to slam it down whenever he gets an opportunity.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubac. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. And James subbed in for Brandon Ingram. The Heat also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. Justice Winslow comes in for Olynyk. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. Now here's Ellington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Whiteside, up and in on the layup.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Out to the right wing. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. Launches a three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Outside Dragic. Now here's Ellington. Defense right on him. Just 5 on the clock. There's Winslow. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's deflected. Inside. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Richardson.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Kuzma with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Waiters comes in for Wayne Ellington. McGee, the pass to Ball. James looking it over. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, that's just tremendous poise right there on the interior. Think about this. James just backs down from no one.
He's got his fourth free throw of the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, LeBron.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Winslow kicks to Waiters. A rebound by the Lakers. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
The spark those guys gave them was massive. I mean, you always love seeing points off the bench.
Here's Dragic following the basket by LeBron James. Dragic kicks to Winslow. And Waiters has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
James finds Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. Here's Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his third assist on the night.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Now here's Waiters. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
LeBron with the bucket.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
A difficult situation for Miami. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Waiters. Miami no good on that time either.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Trying to get something going, and Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got 6.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him, and he's on his way to the bucket.
James against Winslow. James, the pass to Ball. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Heat from 12 feet out. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 8 points for him.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
James against Johnson. Caldwell Pope passes the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And another 3 for the Lakers. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Heat have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
No good on that one. Some changes for the Lakers. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Wade, he's checked in for Miami. Rodney McGruder comes in for Goran Dragic. And he's good on the second. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. McGee trying to break free. And that one's good. James. LeBron's got 11 points in the quarter.
Defensively, I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Whiteside, good.
No, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
LeBron outside. And they double up James. Rondo with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Rondo's got his first 3 points of the game.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Now, here's Whiteside. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Waiters, and it's Miami with another.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
Waiters against Stevenson. To the left wing. Rondo kicks to Stevenson. Right side, Rondo. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Hart. And the Lakers get it back. The shot's good from McGee.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And you know, Chris, you and Kobe both playing from the same era of the NBA. He was sharing his thoughts about current trends in the league. Do you feel it's different from when you and Kobe both played?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look now, just defensively, when we came into the game, hand checking was allowed. Then after that, zones were allowed in the game. When we first came in, you think about the three-point line, the best three-point shooters in the game. Maybe we're allowed to take 2 a game at that time. Now you see guys, they can let it fly 6 or 7 times, 10 or 12 times, 15 times. So I do think that the game has changed, but I just think that's great because the game has evolved. I love watching where these young players are playing in their skill sets now, and I can't wait to see where the game goes.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man.
Here's Wade following the basket by LeBron James. The fadeaway. Rebound the Lakers. Stevenson outside, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Waiters up top. He's guarded by Stevenson. And there's the bucket from Magruder. Rondo finds James. 2 on the clock. And LeBron throws it down.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it's amazing. LeBron takes such a cerebral approach to the game. He analyzes each situation, knows exactly how much energy to give, and knows how to pace himself too, Ernie. And as dominant as he is in the first half, you better believe he has plenty left in the second.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Webb, you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in the green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State, to Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
That's great. That's great. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. Johnson can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
Back to Dragic. And he lays it straight in. Dragic has got 11.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
Now, here's Richardson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. He kicks it to Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron passes to Kuzma. And it's blocked. And they get it back. And they're able to recover. Ball against Dragic. Over Richardson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones. They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's LeBron. That one doesn't drop. Now the Heat take it the other way. Now here's Waiters. Now Dragic. He's got 11. Back to Waiters. In the corner, it's Richardson. That shot, no good. James with some nice D to the wing right side. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Can't connect from short range.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Holman here now for an injury report. Now David Aldridge has an update for us on Hassan Whiteside. David, what's the news?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Miami. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. He's definitely out for this game, and they said there's a chance he could miss a few more games as well, which is not what they need right now. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma's made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
And clearly, Eric Spoelstra wants to talk it over. And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looks like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was dissed for being a 3-year player in Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. But take a look at the Warriors. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out the Lakers, down 4 spots from them.
And I think for the Lakers, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
But there are still some very strong teams above them, Greg. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
Now, Ball. After the missed 3 from Goran Dragic. Down low. Here's Zubac. And, oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Olynyk. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't there?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy because he gets to the free throw line almost in upwards of 10 times a game. His Euro step, his way to put his elbow up, he baits you to reach in, and then there's the presence of mind to be so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling him, "Ma," and you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you getting the foul. And how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong attacking the hole, and DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. Those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players, because there's an art to it.
The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
So it's the Lakers now. Heat knocking down the tray. Easily outside. That shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it. Here is Ellington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot, no good. Good D by Stevenson. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Beasley. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ellington, the pass to Adebayo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Beasley.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
One shot.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now here's Ingram, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. 5 on the clock, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Put the ball in his hands, Ingram showing he's more than capable.
Ball against Johnson. Kicks to Ellington. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Off target with was what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
And he dunks it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Johnson outside. Pass to Ellington. Back to Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They get a hand on it. Beasley dishes the ball. Good work defensively by Johnson. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Feeds it to Richardson. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The first one falls.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer, but he's solid from deep.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Lonzo Ball. The Heat also changing it up. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Adebayo. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Wayne Ellington.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing?
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Here's Richardson, and the rejection by Zubats. They get it again. Olynyk, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Heat.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris Coach turnover. Happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rondo against Johnson to the paint.
And Rondo is a problem in that pick and roll, picking the defense apart with his passing.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And here's Wade. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. LA has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Rondo with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Stolen. That's tipped. Wade outside. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 6 points for Dwayne Wade.
And the floater of Wade, I mean, it's downright impossible to guard. I mean, it really makes raindrops. He gets it off so quickly. The D looking lost out there.
Here's Ingram, and Winslow pulls it down.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Magruder kicks to Johnson. The pass to Olynyk. And it's off from three-point range. Johnson against Ingram. Pass to Beasley. Plays it up and banks it in. Beasley's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Here's Magruder. Pass to Winslow. Lock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Misses off the left iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes to Rondo. The pass to Zubac. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And checking out the stats for Brandon Ingram. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Oh, no doubt. He's been inconsistent. Unusual for him, though, but when he turns it back around, watch out.
Here's Magruder. Wade outside. He kicks it to Olynyk. Here's Magruder. Again, the miss by the Heat. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Hart. The three-pointer is right on target. Hart's got 7 points in the game.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Johnson penetrating over Rondo. And the shot is good from Johnson. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. Rondo against Johnson. Rondo kicks to Beasley. Buries it down low. 11 points in the game. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hart is out there with Wagner. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Rajon Rondo. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Wade surveying the D. 4 on the clock, from the stripe, and he gets the bucket. Wade's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Miami.
Wade has always been a gifted mid-range scorer. I mean, his jumper, extremely consistent.
Mikhailuk, Wade is covering. Here's Hart. Outside Rondo. They get it back. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 10 points in just the second half.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
To the middle, here's Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Zubac finds Rondo. Good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Wade. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Rondo in the corner. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, well, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Webb is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain.
Sure.
Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
Fun. So it's the Lakers now after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Johnson. Hart kicks to Zubac. Over Haslam. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Heat. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Haslam. Johnson surveying the floor. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Johnson. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Haslam against Rondo. Passes it to Zubac. Over Johnson. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 12 points here in the second half.
Look, high percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
Rondo against Johnson. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Webb, and not divided by conference. What if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West?
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Here's Hart. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Wagner. And the 3 off target. On the wing, Winslow. Johnson outside. Kicks to Haslam. Wade outside. 14 feet away. Rebounded by the Lakers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Basket, good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Johnson, the pass to Wade. And here's Winslow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That's good from Winslow.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lonzo Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Rodney Magruder. And Ellington is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. Johnson, Adebayo with the bucket.
Now, those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Ball against Haslam. Wagner. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And Ball just threads the needle extremely well. Fits it through tight spaces with force. I just love his ability to facilitate.
Now here's Johnson. Off target with his 3. Here's Hart. And no good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. Up top, Ellington. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Johnson against Ball. Johnson outside. Down low. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Gets himself open and drills it.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Johnson finds Ellington. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. The Lakers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Zubac. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Over Haslam. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Johnson outside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Ball. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
And Haslam kicks to Ellington. Pick off in midair. The pass to Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. That is his first foul of the game. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. I mean, just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
Ball with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Well, anytime the offense ran through him, good things happened. His passing was awesome. He created a bunch of good looks for everyone else out there.
The Lakers with the ball. Caldwell Pope outside. And Beasley now atop the key. Pass to Hart. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. Gets the front of the rim and out. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Johnson. Pass to Magruder. Over Beasley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.